My name is Jacob, and I am trying a 90-day journaling experiment on YouTube. I have been traveling full time. Oh, wait, let me back up. I'm going to talk for a half hour every day for 90 days and post it every day to YouTube. Um, the reason I'm doing this is because I've got a problem. And I don't know, I think I heard some TED talk that was like, your dreams don't die because you're not capable. Your dreams die because you're alone, because you're not connecting with the right people, and you can't succeed on your own. And if I'm being honest, I've been trying to succeed on my own with no success. Not no success, but not getting where I want to be. So I gotta try something different. And so this is my try. All right, let's go with a little bit about me. I travel full time. I house sit for people. I look after their pets while they go on vacation. And I've been doing this for about um, 18 months. The problem is, um, instead of just working a remote job, which I've had success doing, I want to build something that's mine. And I don't know what. Um, I have a real passion and talent for singing and songwriting using the ukulele. Um, I know nothing about the industry. I just don't know anything about it. I haven't really spent much time learning about the industry other than I did watch a YouTube video that told me I was already going about it wrong. Um, his whole shtick was serve the creators, and then um, maybe somewhere down the road you can, actually become the creator that you want to be. And maybe that's one way of doing it. It's definitely one way of doing it. I don't know if it's the way that I'll do it. So that's why I'm here. I'm talking this out loud because talking it out in my head without getting any feedback other than whatever I come up with myself isn't getting anywhere. So I guess what I'm hoping out of this experiment is to share my problems with this journey I'm on. And hopefully there are folks out there, and if you're one of them, please comment with ideas on moving the needle. So, maybe now is a good time to pause and tell you a little bit about my background. Prior to COVID, uh, there was a tragedy in my family, and it turned my world upside down. And then, prior to that tragedy, when I was young, I had another tragedy. These tragedies basically went unaddressed, I want to say. Um, from a professional psychology standpoint, I never really talked to anyone about them. So, but I've worked physical jobs my whole life. So before you go and call me, you know, a slouch or weak or whatever, like, I don't work a desk job typically. I don't like to. I like to use my body. I like to be physical, but it doesn't mean that I'm mentally or emotionally as strong or resilient as I would like to be. So then my partner, my life partner, who has these aspirations of building something, I never saw that. No, granted, my partner never saw it either growing up, but is smart enough to recognize that there's a lot of value in creating your own entity, your own asset, emotionally and psychologically. I just worry that I'll never get there. So I've also always struggled with not being a trendsetter or being at the forefront of technology or, really embracing things from the start. I've always been a late adopter, a late bloomer for that matter. Um, I also have this, like, as soon as I get a little success, this cockiness that comes out completely unjustified. So all of these very human things, but I'm looking here so that I can stop talking to myself and start talking to real people. I'm so very interested in the comment section to see what I'm missing as far as my approach. I've thought, during these house sits where we try to stay for a month or more at a time, going on Facebook Marketplace and advertising my skills as, I do things like light concrete patchwork, um, just basic, I'm going to say hairy homeowner for the lack of better phraseology. Um, but I don't think that's really where I want to spend my precious time, because in the messy middle, which is quoted from a book I'm reading recently, if you're not, and this is a quote that they took from somebody else, if you're not passionate enough at the beginning, you'll just burn out before you ever get to the end, somewhere in the middle. You'll lose interest. And that's where it's also goes back to life is short and it's long, but it's short. So you might as well do the thing that you almost kind of innately feel that you're being called to do. Um, and this whole, like, how do you really make any progress? Well, it's narrowing down until you're at this super super tiny point so that you can insanely or intensely focus on that one thing, honing that one skill. If I'm being honest, like, I have found that. But at the end of the day, you still have to make money to some extent. And that's where I travel full time, which is weird. Like, we've been doing this since after COVID, and I've had online sales roles that they're fine, but it's not really what I want to do. And then we move full time, and we move full time because honestly, we like to be climactically comfortable. Like when it's really, really hot outside in the summer in the northern hemisphere, we try to be in the mountains. In the wintertime, we try to be in the south so that, we're always climactically comfortable. And the concept is really great, but it's the execution that I'm really struggling with. So that's why I'm here, is to paint this picture for you guys, for myself, and get it out there so that you can kind of get an understanding of where I am and where I want to be. And if you're interested in this and you think you have a solution for me, please put it in the comments. Um, so I guess I'll get back to saying I play the ukulele and I sing and I write songs, and I really enjoy that. But it feels like I need a mentor to lead me in a certain way that feels true to who I am, and that kind of aligns with um, this travelingness that my wife and I have kind of really agreed on doing. So maybe it's finding the right band members to kind of fill out the sound: a drummer, a bass, a guitar, a pianist. You know, I'm I'm open to what people kind of bring to the table. Um, there's this whole online presence, this whole social media thing, and apparently people are making a killing at it. Um, selling product or offering services, and just with what I have a natural inclination for, it would probably look more like a service. Or maybe it's a product. Like the product being the song, the album, the service being entertainment for live gigs or online gigs. I don't know. Because the truth of the matter is, right now I spend most of my days, if I'm not working, then the rest of the time I spend creating music. And it's not great. I picked up the ukulele, I don't know, maybe like 18 months ago as well. And it really has just kind of transformed my life in a good way. I've just, um, I've just needed to lean into the instrument and lean into my natural talents and kind of fight those voices in my head from a childhood, from the naysayers. And that's really hard, but at the end of the day, you only live once. So um, and I do have dreams of creating an album or two or three or four. It would be really incredible to have that. So if you're interested in connecting, please reach out. I would love that. I mean, I took vocal lessons for a decade. I've won state competitions for my vocal abilities, and every song I write, the people that I share it with are typically pretty impressed. So, um, I think I started this by saying I was going to talk for a half hour every day for 90 days, and that might be overkill. Maybe I'll only talk for 15 minutes. But I can already tell that getting these thoughts that go around and around in my head out is helping. Another thing that I learned recently is talking about your bedtime routine, and I feel like social media is such a double-edged sword because if you're not producing it, then you really shouldn't even be consuming it. But maybe there's room in there for collaboration. At least that's what I'm hoping to get out of this, is because this is a way to talk to one another. One of my favorite YouTubers, that's why they got on YouTube, was to talk to each other. They're two brothers. You may even know who I'm talking about. And they just get on YouTube and create a video, and then the other one watches the video on YouTube, and then he creates a video, and then they just go back and forth and have a conversation. If somebody's interested in doing that, I would do that. I'm open if that's what is in alignment with your goals, or if you just want to reach out directly, that's fine too, in the comments, whatever. Again, for spending so much time on, it's typically YouTube, and I think that's really why I'm comfortable posting here, is because I use it so often. Some of the other platforms just seem, I'm going to say, not interested in their creators' well-being, and it really turns me off. And so an alignment with the platform that you're posting on, as far as intention, I think is really important. So it's been a long, successful day. I'm trying to think of the wins, and that way I'm always winning. And it's a definite mind set shift that I'm still trying to get used to. But if any of this is resonating with anyone, please reach out. I have a lot of good information on how to live for free in the United States, as I've been doing it since 2021. I don't want to say that I don't have a cost of living, but I don't pay rent. So seeing as how that's most people's largest expense every month, I can share with you how I do it. But the biggest hurdle may be, how do you generate income? And I'm struggling with that now. I think I'm maybe with this journaling on YouTube, by posting these videos every day for the next 90 days, I'm hoping for a breakthrough, because I'm following a passion that I think will get me over the finish line. I have resources on leveraging credit card points, so if you're interested in learning more about that, I can share that with you. I have strategies on gender role related things, as I am a guy. And we still do hold pretty stereotypical roles, although I take on a lot of the non-traditional roles in our household as well. So guys, if you're interested in being a more equitable partner in your relationship, I can help you with that too. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Maybe we'll do 20 minutes. 20 minutes of journal entry every day, the next 90 days.